All right. Welcome to Rich Conversations. This is going to be a quick one. This is a quickie. I'm joined by Timothy Hayden, who's in Los Angeles. What's up?
Man, what's going on?
So I was just saying to you, so I'm in rural Wisconsin and I'm in a small town local community and we have a 4th of July parade. We're recording this on the 4th. And so today I've been kind of like all over the place and which is why this recording's gonna be short. But I have a float and I'm riding a vintage antique tractor, 1968 John Deere 2510. Um, and I have a trailer with a road grader from God, how old is it? Like the 30s or 40s. So um, actually might even be older than that. So I got split to get there at a certain time and then ride it. So, you know, small town 4th of July parade.
Small town. How long is this parade? What's going on for hours?
No, it's like an hour. There's like 57 floats. I'm one of them.
Hmm.
Um yeah, so it's about an hour, I would say. We just go from the town hall
Yeah.
to the grade school, which is
Okay.
like maybe 3/4 of a mile, if that. And I was
They
saying
have
it's been raining. It's been raining and I don't have a cab, so I'm like everything's all wet, so I gotta figure this out on the fly.
mm, that's doesn't mess up the trailer.
What's that?
It's not gonna doesn't mess up the trailer. The fact that it's raining.
No, right now all that's on it is the antique road grader. Um, the decorations I was gonna
Hmm.
put on when I got there. So I gotta like check in and so say I check in at noon, the parade starts at 1. So between noon and 1, it's just like just hanging out. So that's when I'll like decorate the float with decorations, red, white, and blue decorations.
So I'm curious, right? Like the fact that you're in Wisconsin right now and it's basically summertime, but it's raining out there. Is it like humid or like okay, the fact that it's raining, is it
Yeah.
cold?
No, it's not cold. It's supposed to be like 88 degrees today. Um, it's like
So even
drizzling off and on,
but even though
but it
that it's
should clear up.
raining, even though that it's raining, like it's still like that type of weather where you can walk out. You don't need like a jacket.
No, like the rain feels refreshing.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah.
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been raining every now and then. We had some good thunderstorms this morning. I always
Mm.
enjoy that when I'm like lying inside in a
Yeah.
farmhouse and it's just like thunderstorming. Uh, yeah, I like that.
It's
Uh,
so
I'm looking out my window here, the office, and I just saw a float go by. So they're taking their float. Earlier this morning, I was here and I saw a turkey in our front yard, a wild turkey. Those things,
yeah.
it was a big one too. They're so ugly as well, but
Turkey.
yeah, I think it's mating season. So I think they're out and about. It wasn't until
Speaking,
about a
we
month
just
ago that wild turkeys showed their faces again.
yeah. Speaking of turkey, we had turkey for dinner last night.
Okay.
Um yeah, it was pretty good. Um Yeah, out here in Los Angeles, we don't really do like not that I know there's no 4th of July parades going on. Um, Especially like the area that I'm in, like downtown Los Angeles. I don't really see like no 4th of July parades going on. Like if I was just to show you like outside, well, the window that I can look out of, you can't really see it as much. There is a park across the street, but it's not a very good park. You
Okay.
know, a lot of uh drug
Yeah,
uses
I've
is
been
going
I've been over
on
in that
and
area. Yeah.
You have, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's crazy. Somebody had died Monday.
Oh,
It was
geez.
crazy. Yeah. When I was coming back from this interview, and I was seeing like the coroners, they was putting the body in a bag, and I guess maybe somebody had OD'd or something. So, send my condolences to, that person's family. Um, but it's just hearing certain conversations as I'm walking past. It's like this is like a common thing that happens around here. You know,
Yeah.
drugs use. So it's like, yeah, parade. I don't see it down here like just a 4th of July parade. I hear fireworks go off though, but like I don't really see like a 4th of July parade. And then I don't even know if like they're
Yeah.
still gonna have like these protests go on and stuff like that. That's been going on as well. Um they had a I guess there's like a anime convention too by the crypto arena.
Okay.
Um Yeah, so I drove past that the other day, and that was looking nice. I've never been to like an anime convention before. So that's something like I wanna check out like once I'm fully out of
I've
this
heard of those.
program.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even like go like down to San Diego and go to Comic Con or something like that, and check that out.
That's a big
You know,
one. I think that's the biggest one.
yeah, like there's certain things that I've been like interested in. I'm like I love Star Wars, so I would love to go and just dress up in probably like a Darth Vader character or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, nah, but that's something I just can't wait. Here it's like it feels good to get out, but then just being in this neighborhood, it's just so inspiring just from like everything that goes on. But it takes real mental toughness to maneuver through it.
Yeah.
And and just tell yourself, right now it's temporary, just being in this situation. But for me, like I can't complain, every day I wake up and just not being in prison anymore, it's like that's like a
Yeah.
blessing right there, you know.
Yeah. I feel like
So
we were talking about earlier with the 4th of July. I feel like it's more of a rural thing than
mhm.
like a downtown, like cities. I noticed when I was living in Chicago, whenever the 4th of July was happening, everybody left town. It was like a ghost town. It's like everybody retreats into like nature or like has parties. It's less of a, you know, downtown like city thing. It's more like it seems like a rural thing.
How many because you say it's a small town, how many people would you
Yeah.
say like is in that town that you're
I
in?
think it's around 3,000.
Oh, shit. Good. Wow. That's not a lot.
That's not a lot.
That's a yeah, that's very small. That's a town like where everybody knows each other there.
Yeah, yeah, man.
You know, for some reason though, that's not that bad though. I've always pictured like, because okay, if you're from a town like that and you've been going to like the local schools that's in this community. So it's like you grow up knowing everybody, and it's
Yeah,
like I figure that's where people find like, their childhood sweetheart or something like that, however
yeah,
you want to put it. Um, which is good because this is the person you know. But maybe I guess as well, it doesn't really you know your experience is limited in a way too, because it's like you've grown around certain people your whole life to where it's like, you don't really get that experience of somebody that's from like a bigger town where it's like they might have been just a little more places and been able to experience life more. So I guess it has its like pros and cons to that,
yeah,
being from a small
yeah,
town, you
yeah. I like
know.
everything. We should pick back up on what you said on Monday. We're limited with time here, so we can't explore these
No, we could. We
deep
could. Yeah,
concepts.
nah. I've always certain movies, small towns and everything, and it's like you walk into like a convenience store or something like that, and it's like if you're new, it's like, or if you're foreign, it's like everybody look at you like, who is this person? But
Yeah.
somebody that's familiar is like, oh, that's Mr. Hebron. Like, hey, Richard, like,
Yeah.
how's the family doing?
That's
It's like,
Bobby Joe Johnson. Yeah. Well, like
yeah,
here,
nah,
like
that's pretty.
when I so like I'm
Uh,
in like a rural area, so we have this kind of like this all-terrain vehicle that we use on the farm. It's called John Deere Gator. It's like a all-terrain golf cart, kind of like that,
mhm.
that we use on the farm a lot. And I that's what I usually ride from the farmhouse to the office where I am now. Uh, and I wave to everyone that passes, and then everybody waves back. That's a thing like people don't really do outside of like a small area is like wave to people, you know?
Yeah, no, in LA, like around here, you into somebody, nobody's gonna wave. Nobody's not even looking at you. Nobody,
Yeah, yeah,
everybody's focused on what they got going on. Like there is
yeah,
no hello, how you doing? And that's the difference too. Like since I've been back, I noticed that like I walk past people and say good morning or whatever. Nobody says nothing. They just keep walking. So I'm like, wow, like just the times that we're in, it's
yeah,
like it's different.
yeah.
I wanted to ask you this too, though. So, and I'm curious, how did you okay, that time you told me about your near death experience, right? And that was involving you being on a tractor, right?
Hmm.
So the fact that you get back on a tractor, to tend to the farm and everything, how did you overcome, I guess, not being like, I guess, not being traumatized or just being afraid of getting back on a tractor, just going through that
Yeah,
experience. Because I know some people would be paralyzed.
yeah,
Some people would not want to ever get back on a tractor ever again
yeah. I
just
feel
from
like
that.
most
Like, so
people.
how did you overcome that? Yeah, exactly. How did you overcome that fear?
Yeah, yeah. So this was back in 2018, and I was on this tractor. I rode for a long while in my life, and I was in the field. I heard this pop. So there's a tree line up ahead. So I shift to neutral. By the time I look up, there's flames already by the cab, and my stomach drops, and I just got to jump. So I jumped. 7 seconds later, the glass of the cab just like shatters and melts, and it has this turquoise hue. Um, and I got back on the tractor the next day, and
Yeah.
yeah, next day, dude, I'm a country boy. That's what people don't understand about like country folk. It's like
Yeah.
there's none of this like, oh, I'm so traumatized. Like it's like no, like it's planting season. Everything's dependent on the weather. Everything's dependent on like getting this done now. So it's like we luckily have a good relationship with a tractor dealer not far away, like an hour away in Wisconsin. And they lent us, they knew about the situation. They lent us a 2017 John Deere tractor. The one that started on fire was like 1988. So while I got on that tractor the next day, um, and there's that mentality of like, well, we still got to get it done, so whatever. I also had a strong feeling that this 2017 is going to be in better condition, that I like it won't start on fire.
Mhm.
So like I wasn't worried about that at the same time. You just got, like if you
I
don't get
get
back on a tractor, then you don't get back on a tractor. You know what I mean?
yeah. That's man, and I guess okay, things like that happen too. So it's like, and it's a part of that. So if you don't, and like you say, if you don't get back on the tractor, then it's like one, it's like you won't be able to tend your farm, and it's like how will like I guess crops be grown or something like that, and
Yeah.
especially if you're the only one that's doing it, then it's like you kind of have to like get over that fear of like, okay, if this catches on fire again, then it's like you have to get over that. You had to
Yeah.
completely get over that. So
It was a rare thing that happened. An oil line blew. It's not that rare, but for what happened, that was rare.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but I gotta head out. I gotta go get on a tractor and ride it in a float, so in a parade.
Nah,
So
man.
we'll talk next week.
We'll finish it next Monday.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'll see you later.
Hey, you enjoy the holidays, enjoy your weekend, and be safe, all right?
Yep. You too.
All right, Rich. Talk to you later.